we do have one song that we kind of, well, we have more than one song, but in the three songs that we just did, we do have one song that would appear to break away from what we just said. That glorious song, where we actually did change the tune. And that song itself has a bit of a story. In that we had to compile all of the verses.
Yeah, the verses were in different denominations prefer different verses. It came upon a midnight clear. So we having visited our church and the church up the hill and the church across the street. Just those three churches had a communal beginning, and so many years later they still kept. They shared a few of the services, like a Thanksgiving service, the Christmas service, I think, the VBS, and they would take turns hosting each of these, and so we got to visit the different churches and look in their hymnals. And
well, we had a collection of hymnals at home.
Yes, and we collected
because the building where our grandmother had hymn sings also collected a bunch of hymnals, because you could pull out whatever hymnal you wanted and pick a song from it for the hymn sing. So they had a whole bunch of hymnals from different denominations, and we were allowed to take a few of them home.
And when our home church upgraded to new hymnals, they let us have some of the old ones.
We took some of the old ones, took a couple of the new ones.
But for it came upon a midnight clear, I was looking in one of the hymnals and said, "Hey, this verse isn't in
this one." And so we started looking through all the different, and we found
through the books.
Yes, books.
We had books.
Back in the day of books.
It's a lot easier to just flip through pages of a book.
It is.
Anyway,
search by keyword.
So we eventually discovered that there were 5 verses.
There were 5 verses.
There were 5 verses that
and the different
kept showing up.
Different
denominations
would,
preferred different verses.
They would tend
None
to
of them.
eliminate some verses. So
none of them would
have
have all
they
5.
would have 4 verses, but they would choose which one not to include.
And we looked at these.
All of these work together.
Right, and they tell a story. They have, and so we were like, okay, so this is clearly the order these go in. It was like, this isn't just a Christmas song.
Right.
This is
the next step was
this
to
is
point
so
to
much
say,
more.
There's something going on here this song is not just about Christmas, as you said. So starting out with a very well known melody line that immediately makes people think Christmas is going to put people on the wrong track.
Right.
They'll tune out right away.
So we decided it needs a different tune in order to get the proper engagement with the lyrics. And
with a new
that's what we did.
and a new attitude. We also gave it a new title.
Right. Which If you don't know, a lot of the hymns, most of the hymns, the vast majority of the hymns, did not come with a title. The title was just the first words,
The first line of the hymn.
the first line of the hymn. It just made it easy to know what song you were singing. Somebody could say, just shout out, "Hark the herald," and everybody knows what you're doing. Or, "It came upon a midnight clear." "We three kings." It wasn't really the title of the hymn, it was just the first line, and so then everybody knew what you were going to sing. And
Do you
then,
know Angels from the Realms of Glory? Oh yes, I know Angels from the Realms of Glory, and I know all the words that come after
right,
it too.
right, it was just a simplification, and when these things got compiled into a hymnal, that's what you got. There are, of course, exceptions, not that I can think of any off the top of my head, but there are a few exceptions. Because this is the way it works, or it worked, nobody's writing hymns anymore, that was not a challenge.
I can't think of anybody writing hymns.
We felt that it was okay to give our compilation, well, also because this was the first time all 5 verses were put together into one thing, that we're aware of. We felt that it was okay to give it its own title. Which also, once again, allows people to go into it with a fresh eye, or a fresh ear, instead of saying, "Oh, well, I know what this is."
Mm-hmm.
And then we can sing it at any time of the year, because it's not just a Christmas song. But it was perfect to be released on Black Friday. Historically, one of the most hectic, frantic times of the year. Although it is a bit cooled down now.
It has gotten less physically hectic.
The day itself, but this time of year is still quite ridiculous.
Yeah.